I already started.
Excellent. Good. 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 Okay, Ruth. I'm going to introduce again myself to you because Liliana already knows me. Okay.
You?
My name is Ruben Dario Lugo Alvarez, and I'm going to be your tutor in this experience. I was expecting to have you before. We have already had two encounters. Okay. This
Yeah.
will be like the third encounter. Tell us a little bit about it. What happened with that? Why weren't you there before?
I don't know. Oh, what?
Why weren't you?
Okay, sorry.
Why weren't you in the first
For-
encounters?
Yeah, it's my fault because I didn't see the email. I didn't see the email. The first one, the second one, I didn't see it. I mean, it's not a habit for me to check the email. So this week when I was checking the emails and everything, I saw that. So I said, oh my God. So I was worried about that, but so that's why I already add you on Skype, but I have add you like Kami Cook, not like Kami Cook. So I was
Okay.
waiting for the answer. So today, when I was checking and waiting for your call, I saw
Right.
that your user is Kami Cook, but today, but really
Mm,
it's my fault because I haven't seen my email.
okay, no problem. Anyways, you have to get in touch with teacher Liliana and she will let you know what to do, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
So,
yeah, they did here.
Jefferson is now with us. Hello, Jefferson. How are you?
Hey everybody, I'm terrific. How about you?
Good, Jefferson. Nice to see you, Ruth.
It's so good to see you, and I'm really glad that you are with us again. Okay? We thought we had lost you. So, Jefferson, can you please introduce yourself to Liliana and Ruth, who are with us tonight?
Okay, my interview. My name is Jefferson David Melo Guerrero. I'm 29 years old. I am studying as a foreign language in the unit. Mm, I live in Rakira, Boyacá, with my parents, my one sister, my girlfriend, and my little daughter. The next week,
Congratulations about your daughter.
thank you. I lost the first encounter for I uh, I am my wife. She's having
The
birth
first and the
or
second. The
sorry.
first and the second.
Okay, the first and second. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Jefferson, here you're with Liliana and with Ruth. Okay, they're going to be your classmates, in these third and fourth encounters. Okay. Jonathan is not going to be with us today because he will be with another group. All right.
Okay.
So, Liliana, tell Ruth and Jefferson a little bit about you, please.
Um, Hello, partner. My name is Liliana Puñinan. Um,
You have to speak a little bit louder, Liliana, because we cannot hear you.
okay. Uh, my name is Liliana Puñinan. I am 28 years old. I'm from Nariño, Municipality, Cumbal. Um, uh, I am married. I live with a husband and son. Um,
Okay, that's enough. That's enough, Liliana. Don't worry. Okay, people, let's get it started. Okay, for this third week, the objective, okay, is to recognize the importance of preparing ourselves for the CAE order presentation. Okay, as a way to develop the skills necessary for studying, working, and living in English-speaking countries. All right. So in the previous weeks, we have had very interesting activities which have given us the opportunity to learn a lot of tips and a lot of ideas about us being in that kind of situations. Okay, today we're supposed to develop our activity due to the information that you guys were supposed to watch. Okay,
Okay.
on the videos. Jefferson is going to join us again. Let me allow him to join us. Wait a
Okay.
minute. Let me allow him to do it. Jonathan is a very good student, part of this group, and he's very attentive to all the encounters, and he's always giving excellent participations. All right. Have you ever had any encounters with Jonathan?
No, I haven't.
Okay, now you will meet him. Okay. Let's
Okay.
just try to. Hello, Jonathan. How are you?
Hi man, how are you? I'm really fine. Thanks for asking. Are you?
I'm doing good. Really sorry about the inconvenience, but Jefferson could made it at the end. Now we have Ruth also with us, and we have always Liliana. And like I said before, I was explaining to them how the activities have been. Okay, but Liliana and you already know, and you are used to doing what we have been doing. All right.
Right.
So I would like to ask you, Jonathan, to introduce yourself to Ruth and Jefferson real quick. Okay.
Okay. My name is Jonathan Contreras. I am 20 years old. I am in the last semesters at UNAD. I am studying foreign language, and I I hope that this course, English conversation, help us a lot because we are practicing a lot. The idea is to improve our English skill, right? And no, it's a pleasure to meet you all.
Okay. It's a pleasure too.
All
It's a
right.
pleasure.
Okay,
Okay.
let's get started. Okay. You know that we don't have too much time. I just shared with you the video that you guys were supposed to watch. Okay.
Okay.
Ruth, did you have the opportunity to watch the video? Part
Yes,
three.
I already watched them. Actually, are two
Great.
videos.
Jefferson, did you have the opportunity to watch the video?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, you could see it. Okay, but did you see it? Did you watch it? Jefferson, did you watch the video?
Yes, two videos, Kai part two, part three, and part four.
Excellent. Liliana, what about you? Do you have the opportunity to watch it?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, Jonathan, I'm sure that you did, right?
Yes, yes, yes. I saw the video. Yeah.
Okay, great. So, do you guys, what do you remember from video part three? Or would you like to watch it again? I don't know if you don't mind. I don't have any problem. But I can give you a few minutes to watch it again. What do you think?
Uh,
For me,
I just watched them, so it's okay for me.
Okay, good, good. So, all right. So let's begin with, if you guys have no problems and you guys don't want to watch it again, let's start a conversation today. So, Ruth, can you explain what you remember from the video, please? Video part three.
Okay. So the video, it was about explaining how to develop a conversation or give your opinion in a debate or something like that. So we must be very clear. We must do good conclusions about our opinions. We must listen to the partner. We must what else? We must use all kind of words, not just the basic English. I mean, to look very, like with advanced English. So, for example, if you want to give your opinion, you can use, for example, your point of view, and delete. I agree to you. No, so, say something like, for example. I see your point, but I think that we can do this or we must be this or something like that.
Great, great, great. Jefferson, what do you remember from video part three?
Okay, I remember that the orator, the in the video, he speak about the no answer shorts. Mm,
Not
in
sure, not
short,
sure answers.
short answers, correct. Don't wait the finally 10 seconds. Mm, no sé lo que estoy haciendo yo. Quedarse sin palabras.
Okay, no problem, no problem. That was enough. Jonathan, what can you tell us about the video, about speaking part three?
Okay, the video showed us that it is about the speaking part three. Yeah, the first one he said is it lasts 4 minutes, right? And he also explained us some tips, okay, important tips in order to be or to sound more advanced, right? For example, at the moment that you are answer a question, you need to use a relevant language, right? It is not normal, it is not good to use basic English. Another one is, for example, don't spend too long on each prompt. Okay, so the idea is to interrupt, okay, each other with your partner, right?
Lady.
Ask questions and immediately answer the question that your partner asks you, right? And always give reasons. So if you say something, you must give a reason, okay, on something you just said, okay? I remember that about the video.
Awesome, awesome, Jonathan. Great job. Fantastic. Very specific. Liliana, what about you? What do you remember from video speaking part three?
Video was about how
Liliana, can you hear me? Tell us your opinion about the video, the first video that you were supposed to watch.
uh, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
I can.
Okay.
Yes, perfectly.
Uh, the video was about how to give my opinion, how to agree or disagree. Um, Both got advice like listen to your partner, use relevant English.
Okay, good, 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 good. Yeah, he was very clear to explain all the steps that we're supposed to follow, right? When we are, taking part in these kind of evaluations. And you all have a point because it's like the guy is very, very specific about the things that we are not supposed to do. So he gives us some do's and some don'ts, right?
Right.
Right.
Good. So, from the video that we saw, we also, you guys especially, how would you feel in these kind of interviews? I mean, would you feel like well prepared in order to pass the examination? Ruth, I want to hear your opinion.
Uh, I have had some experiences about the interviews, and it's really hard when you have to think uh, so quick about that opinion and in English. So it's so hard. It's very difficult. So sometimes you know the words and you know the phrases, you know what to do or what to say, but at that moment your brain is thinking is low. It's low. So it sometimes it's very hard, very difficult. But this one is as well about if you are very creative too to say something. You have different ways to say your opinion, to say a sentence, or to say any paragraph or something like that. So it's about if you have that skill to think so quick in about what the person is asking you and in English or in another language.
Awesome, awesome answer. Great. Jonathan, how about you? How would you feel in an examination after watching this video and after following the steps that the guy speaks about?
Okay, tutor. I think the idea is to prepare, okay, to before you have an interview, okay, or before you have those kind of examination, right? And normally, as a human being, we got sometimes nervous. So I think this feeling, okay, tries to stop to break our ideas, right? And I think in order to avoid that, it is really necessary, right, that you prepare, okay, everything before that interview. On the other hand, I think that it is necessary to acquire, okay, good vocabulary in order to not to say always the same, right? Always the same words, or always the same opinions. For example, I agree, I don't agree, I agree, don't agree. It sounds dull, okay? It sounds
Yeah, it
dull.
sounds, yeah.
Yeah. So the idea is to use, try to use other ways, okay, other ideas, other answers, other opinions. It doesn't matter if you want to say the same meaning, right? But try to use other words, okay?
Fantastic, fantastic, Jonathan. Excellent, excellent, very specific. Jefferson, how are you? I want to share with you guys that I was having a conversation with Jefferson earlier on before today, and Jefferson was worried because he said, "Teacher, I don't know how to express myself really well." So it's like Jefferson, in these kind of encounters, you can see, you just have to feel free, okay? Feel free, give your opinion, try to get to the point, and enjoy the conversations that you have with other people. So my question for you, Jefferson, is the same. How would you feel in these kind of examinations if you after seeing this video with the guy giving you the advice, how would you feel being asked a lot of questions, okay, in these kind of examinations? Give us your opinion, please.
I think that the idea uh, is to make a contrast of ideas about a topic, and this is very important to know how to express ourselves. Mm, this is important for expressing our now about the determinate topic. Mm,
Okay, in a way to enlarge your vocabulary. I recommend you to read, listen to music, watch movies, and try to learn as much vocabulary as possible so you can, express yourself in any kinds of questions, any kind of situations, and you have no problems at all. Okay? Good, Jefferson. Liliana, what about you? How would
yes.
you feel if you had this kind of examination tomorrow? After following all these or these specific three steps that this guy shares with us in the speaking part 3.
Okay. I think need to learn more vocabulary to have a fluent conversation. I also get nervous, but learning more vocabulary should improve. Uh, uh, that's so I prepared for the class. Some words or expression and can use.
Okay, pretty much, pretty much. Yeah, you guys have given the general idea from that video part 3. Okay, now let's continue with video number 4, video part 4. You remember the interview with the examiner or the interlocutor and the two guys?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, I remember, tutor.
So
Yeah.
that is called coaching via Skype, right?
Teacher,
Coaching
Yeah.
via online. So I want to hear your opinion about that. Was a little bit, funnier, right?
Well,
Because the guys
yeah,
were completely lost.
It
You
was
know,
fun. Yeah.
even though the interlocutor was having a good time because you could see that he was very relaxed, drinking tea or drinking coffee, while the other guys were beating around the bushes. They didn't know what to say. They mixed, the questions. So in
Mhm.
those situations, you can see that it's normal. It's normal
Yeah.
to get confused. So the idea is to focus, right? So let's see, Ruth. Let's begin with you. Give us your opinion about the second video with the blonde guy, the other Sebastian, and the attitude that the interlocutor had. Go ahead.
Yeah. I think it was so funny because in one of the questions that was about internet and books, so libraries, I don't remember the name of I don't remember Sebastian, but I don't remember the other guy. He was confused about the question. He didn't understand the question. So Sebastian and the interlocutor were like, okay, we think he didn't understand the question, and he was talking later about radio, and then compare radio with books. So a part of that, he was confused or he didn't understand the question. He didn't know what to say about the question because he compared radio with books that they do. I mean, doesn't have any relation or any so any link, something like that, or something like that. So it was so funny that part. And I was thinking that Sebastian were native because his English is very good. I mean, his accent very very clear, and I could understand him very clear. So at the beginning I thought that the interview were this one a teacher with their students, but about a normal class, not about that in an English class. So, and after that, I realized that it was about a conversation or an interview about English, and the attitude of the interlocutor was so nice. I mean, because he understood that case of the other guy, and actually he advised him about, don't worry, don't be afraid. If you don't understand the question, just let me know. Just say, hey, I don't understand, because even in our language, native language, we don't understand some questions. So it's okay, it's normal. So I think that the first step to speak a new language is just don't be afraid about to do mistakes or of doing mistakes or something like that.
Great. However, yeah, it doesn't matter if you make mistakes. However, it's very important if you read books, if you try
Yeah,
to enlarge your vocabulary, if you read about as many topics as possible, right? So you can
yeah,
express yourself, and that way you will keep the interlocutor or the examiner entertained, and the person will not get bored. Because
yeah.
once you are, doing this examination, and the person asking the questions gets bored, the person, wants to get rid of you immediately, okay? So it's
Okay.
very important. We have to be very careful to keep the interlocutor and the examiner very entertained, so the meeting ends up in a very good and successful way, right? Good,
Thank
good, Ruth. Excellent job. You are a really good, part of this team now. Welcome, and I'm really happy to have you with us. Okay?
thank you.
Great. Liliana, what about you? What do you remember about the video with the examiner and the two lost guys? Because I cannot say who was, more lost than the other, okay? So, Liliana, give us your opinion about it.
Okay. What I get from in was that the video was about radio on internet. I liked when one of the students talked about his local radio, about the music heard in this country. Um, I agree with an answer about listening of music for free. Yes.
Okay, anything else to add, Liliana? Any other important point to share?
Was that clear?
Any, yeah, yeah, it was, yeah, pretty much. Okay, no problem, no problem. Jefferson, what about you? Tell us your opinion about the second video, part four.
video parkour. I remember that the teacher spoke with two students, Sebastian and Tim, and they debate about the importance of the radio, the internet, and books. Both expressed their opinions because it was important and we not. One of them uh, highlighted the internet that was in the World War, and Sebastian speak the importance the read books, uh, how the teacher say the improve vocabulary. This this is all. I,
Okay, Jonathan, what about you? What is your opinion to close this idea about the second video, part four? Remember, it was about coaching via Skype, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, tutor. I think the most important part for me personally was how confident, okay, can you be, okay? Are you in an interview in an exam, right? And the tutor, the examiner, or the interlocutor encourage, okay, the students in order to do the best, right? So
Mhm.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you make mistakes. Okay. The idea is to enjoy a lot. Okay, what you are doing, right?